Tyrus, you took some time away from the game. What made you decide that this was, the time for you to get back, or that you were ready to take this thing back on?
Just sometimes when in my career, I had a lot of mistakes, and I can't say I had a lot of regrets because I learned a lot. So, it's just one of those things in life when you have to analyze yourself and process everything and really understand who you are and what you're doing, and that's the point of life I was at. And right now I'm just excited to try to get back into the NBA and just get back to doing what I love.
Obviously, you're at a different stage in your career than the 20 other guys here. Do you think your experience is an advantage in this setting or a disadvantage?
Most definitely. I talked to my agent about this a couple weeks ago, and the first time I got to the NBA when I got drafted. People might not understand, but it wasn't planned. I redshirted my first year in college, and I wasn't starting the first half of the season, and things just happened. And this time off that I had, even though it wasn't wanted, I was able to really process everything, and I know what I'm stepping into now. A lot of these guys haven't been in the NBA, and they don't really understand the ins and the outs. And it's easy for me. Like, I know how to take care of my body. I know what to expect from coaches. I know what to expect from teams. So I think for me mentally, it's probably easier for me mentally. I think so, yeah.
Do you feel like you have more to prove than a lot of these guys, or less to prove based on your experience?
I mean, for me, it's more of a personal thing. No matter what you do, you have people and critics, but I think I'm my toughest critic. And so for me, it's just getting back to playing basketball and doing what I know I can do the right way. Capitalizing off of my mistakes and the things that I did that I probably could have did better. So, for me, it's just more of proving to myself that I can do this the right way.
You talked about the mental side, but for you physically now, everyone talks about it's impossible to replicate an NBA game and how tired you're getting, but getting your body back to the point where you feel you can compete at this level, how's that been, and what are the steps you're taking?
I have an amazing trainer that I've been working with the past 7 months, and like I told him the last couple of days, I talked to him after camp. I hadn't really played basketball. I played 2 games in the D-League. I got a 10-day in Memphis, and then went back to the D-League, but I didn't play much just because my body wasn't where it needed to be. And, I felt great these 2 days. I mean, I did 2 a day yesterday. I came back in today, and, the body feels good. So I just got to keep building on that. And, it was a good sign for me that, again, because I know what a training camp is like. I know, what a season is like. So this right here gave me a good sign that physically I'm not where I want to be, but it's very, very close.
Aside, when you come into the league at a young age, is it the off-the-court stuff that can kind of be overwhelming, just not knowing all of the things that you need to do to be ready to be on the court, or all of the things that are expected of you? Like, what's the hardest part about that people might not realize?
I've had the opportunity to talk to a few younger guys since I've been out, and the biggest thing is what I didn't understand coming in at 19 is perception is everything. So if you have it out with one coach, you had it out with all 30 coaches. If you late one time, you might as well be late the rest of the season. Whatever, the cliche is true, first impression is a lasting impression. So, younger guys coming in, some guys like myself, I wasn't one of the All-Americans. I wasn't one of those who was groomed to be in this position. So I didn't know how to handle it as well as many others. And, like I said, I don't really regret it because I've grown into, I think, a better man because of it. But it can be tough for the younger guys. So, like I said, I talked to a few, and I just hope that more older guys would do the same. And I hope the younger guys would be unlike myself and listen.
Is it weird for you to, realize you're one of the older guys now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not old. I'm 28.
Yeah.
But I came in 06, so that was, 9 years ago. Like I said, I came in at 19. So, old isn't really age, but the experience. So, like I said, I just hope that more of the veterans can just share their experiences and help keep this game pure and keep the younger guys focused and on a straight path.
If you could tell front offices anything about you off court, or anything about where you are right now or what you've learned, what would you want them to know about you?
I mean, like I said, perception is reality. So I don't know how much that'll change, but at the end of the day,